Okay, so this will be for the assignment on the Rocky and the Buckhay versus California. Uh, so I can kind of answer both questions at the same time. Uh, so Rocky, he is this white. Well, Jacobson portrays him as the white American, but in the movie he is an Italian American. He's Italian and he's American as well. Uh, and in the movie, well, I've seen all the Rocky movies. So obviously I've seen Rocky 1, Rocky 2. I've seen Creed as well. So Rocky, he's pretty much struggling. He doesn't have money. He's kind of like lower. He's on the lower class. He doesn't have, like I mentioned, money. He's not luxurious. He doesn't have, uh, when you compare his wealth to Apollo Creed, there's a big difference. And Apollo Creed, well, he is this African American who has money, who has everything in the world. He's a wealthy man. So now Jacobson argues, or at least compared the case with Rocky, and I kind of see his comparison there, because well, on the court case, on the Buckhay versus California, well, the school was setting aside, let's say, 95% to privileged people who, like, could or were assured to get into that school. The other 5% will be for the people that would apply and had a chance to go to that school. Obviously, I kind of see the comparison there because, well, over here, what's his name? Creed will kind of be like the school, because, well, he's a shot caller. He does what he wants. He fights wherever he wants. He's pretty much, if you think about it, he's like the owner of boxing because, well, he's making the rules he wants. And well, Rocky over here, he's unprivileged. He's working his way up. So he doesn't always have the chance to fight who he wants because, like I mentioned, he's not a shot caller like Apollo Creed. Now, to answer towards the end of question number 2, well, do I agree, or if I kind of see the comparisons? If you were to put me in that time, when Jacobson was making that comparison, I could kind of see, like how he would go by that. However, if you're asking me on my opinion now, like considering everything that's been going on since that time, I would think that this comparison is horrible. Now, to give you a few examples and to back up my opinion, well, I'm into combat sports, so I know a decent amount. Like Canelo Alvarez. I'm gonna tell you people that in today's society would portray as Apollo Creed. Canelo Alvarez is one of them, but he's Mexican. He's not African American. You could say Oscar de la Hoya, Oscar de la Hoya. Same thing, just back in the day. Like different eras. You got Muhammad Ali. Same thing as Apollo Creed. All these people right here, they would all make the cause. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis. These are all people, Manny Pacquiao. These are all people that you can compare to Apollo Creed because they got everything in the world. They make the cause. They fight who they want, especially Floyd Mayweather and especially Canelo Alvarez. And they're Mexican and the other one is African American. So I don't think race had anything to do, or at least, if, like I mentioned, if you put me in that era, I would see his point of view. However, nowadays, like, it's two different races. Like, you can't blame race on, going into UFC. You got Alex Pereira, Brazilian. You got Jose Aldo, Brazilian también. You got what's his name? Johnny Bones, African American, making the shot calls. You got Conor McGregor, from Ireland, different race, different everything, and they can be used as Apollo Creed. So I guess my logic would just be like all these people, like Apollo Creed, all the Apollo Creed comparisons that I just mentioned, like boxing and UFC. From what I'm going at is that they had to work hard to get what they're at. They did not get anything given to them. I know in Apollo in the Rocky movie, we kind of didn't see Apollo Creed working his way up. He was already like a top dog. So I kind of see what he's saying, but in reality, they all had to work their way up. So that's why I don't agree with the comparisons, but I kind of see it. And again, I see it as well because the movie didn't also show like Apollo Creed working his way up. He was just like already top dog, So like I mentioned, I'm 50-50, but I'm more on the I don't agree with the comparison because like I mentioned, nowadays you got different races being top dogs and doing the shot calls just like Apollo Creed did.